Well, breaking news this morning, Dana Williamson, former aide to Governor Gavin Newsom and former HHS Secretary Xavier Becerra, pleaded guilty to 3 counts in the federal corruption case against her. So right now you're looking at video that was taken earlier today by our Capitol correspondent Aide Wallace, who's currently on standby at the state Capitol with more on the charges. Right there you saw Williamson being walked into a federal courtroom in Sacramento ahead of her hearing this morning. So right now let's check in with Aide Wallace for more on the federal corruption case. And Aton, it looks like Williamson could be facing a little more than $1 million in fines and hundreds of thousands of dollars in restitution.
Well, indeed, Bianca, good morning to you. And you're right, what a big update here in this case. And as for that restitution, should say that she would have to jointly file that restitution with the other defendants in this case. We will get to that in a moment. But first, remember here, there were a slew of charges against Williamson that were filed in this case. But actually, as part of this plea deal, she got a whole lot of them. The vast majority of those charges against her actually dismissed. Now, this all stems from allegations that she helped divert $225,000 from a dormant campaign account belonging to former U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary and former California Attorney General Xavier Becerra, who she advised. Now, Becerra is not accused of any wrongdoing. And, of course, Williamson, who, is the former Chief of Staff Governor Gavin Newsom, he also is not accused of any wrongdoing. Prosecutors say Williamson and former lobbyist Greg Campbell helped to funnel that money, to Becerra's former Chief of Staff, Sean McCluskey. Both men have already pled guilty and agreed to pay that $225,000 in restitution. As part of today's plea agreement with Williamson, she pled guilty to 3 counts, including conspiracy to commit bank and wire fraud, and subscribing to a false tax return and making false statements to FBI investigators. As part of the agreement, the other 20 charges that were filed against Williamson in this case will be dismissed. We caught up with Williamson's attorney just after the court hearing.
She's accepted responsibility today for what she did by pleading guilty. She's now a felon. Was it a mistake? Absolutely. But her intentions were, I think, noble in trying to help out a friend in a bad time.
And there you see defense attorney McGregor Scott. He says Williamson and the other defendants in this case, both Greg Campbell and Sean McCluskey, will jointly pay that $225,000 in restitution. It could be several months, though, until Williamson is sentenced in this case. Now, as we come back here live, Bianca, I want to make something clear about the sentencing she could face in this case. Technically, under the statute, under the law, she could face a maximum of more than 30 years behind bars. That's technically, but her attorney makes very clear that because she faces and has no criminal record, and because she reached a plea deal in this case, that we're really looking at a guideline sentencing range of much closer to 2.5 to 3 years. And he said he's going to actually advocate in the sentencing for home confinement, noting that she recently had a liver transplant and that she has kids still at home, including one child younger than high school. So that's what we could expect in that sentencing hearing. That sentencing hearing still months away. Reporting live here at the federal courthouse downtown, covering local news that matters, Aide Wallace, Fox 40 News.
That's right, and that sentencing hearing is set for July 9th. Again, a couple months away here, and it could change, tentative as of now. Thank you for the update, Aton.